My name is Britt Tippins. I have been in publishing for over 20 years as an editor and a literary agent. When I was very young, I moved to New York because I wanted to be a poet and a drummer in a rock band. But I ended up with a degree in publishing and in creative writing. Today I run a school of creative writing in Copenhagen, and I have written 5 books so far. The most recent novel is this one. It's titled Keep It in the Family, in Danish, Det bliver i familien. And I really enjoy the psychological thriller as a genre because it requires professional diligence and you really have to apply yourself and your method, your craft. And at the same time, it allows you to delve into an aspect of the human condition that you would like to explore. And for me, in this book, I wanted to investigate the darker side of motherhood, the fear that often accompanies being a parent. And this is something that I can relate to on a personal level. So every time I begin writing a story, I always begin with character, because there can be no plot without character. Plot grows from character, especially from the things that the protagonist wants and what she hides. The one thing that she would kill to achieve or to protect, and the one thing she doesn't want anyone to know about. And in this book, my protagonist is called Rebecca. She's in her late 40s. She's married and she has a grown daughter. But 6 years ago, she committed a crime. She embezzled some money to pay for her daughter's medical treatment. The one thing that Rebecca would do anything to protect is her family, especially her daughter. But as the story opens, Rebecca is in a hotel, spending the night with a gigolo, a young man. And this is because of marital problems. During the course of this night, she tells this young man something about herself that no one else knows. And she thinks it's safe to do so because he's leaving the country and she's just one of 100 faceless customers. But 2 weeks later, she and her husband are throwing a party to celebrate their daughter's graduation. And a strange guest appears. And you probably already guessed it. The guest is the gigolo from the hotel. And that's bad enough, but he also turns out to be the daughter's new boyfriend. Rebecca is in a dilemma that quickly evolves into a crisis because the person who's holding the proverbial gun to her head is the very same person who's keeping her daughter healthy and making her happy. And what is she going to do? How is she going to protect her husband and her daughter from knowing a truth that can potentially destroy them? If you want the answer to that question, you have to read the book, and I hope you will. If you like psychological thrillers, if you like stories by Gillian Flynn or Paula Hawkins, if you like movies like Basic Instinct or any movie with Nicole Kidman over the past decade, I think you will enjoy this book as well.